Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Come on, 20.
Strip that ball. Bang, bang.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun. Gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, lift.
From the 22, gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ric Flair. 76, tell him. 76.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Not today, you are. Not today. Go. 40. Check 4. Hold up. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Running, it's Drake. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Undercrunch.
On 3rd down, Drake. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Being chased out left. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the out. 14. No. 43 is the mic. Hello. Watch the flag. Well left. Short.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson, flush to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Watch the slant.
Hey. Look, guys, 4 down.
Mike's 43.
Now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Back to throw, Goff. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play that time for the Rams. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. A shotgun snap for Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Here's Goff, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
14.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. It's complete to Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And this one's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football, Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Easy.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And now it's 2nd down. Running from the shotgun to Drake. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Play action. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Mike 7. Mike 7. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Now gone. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, wahoo!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
120.
Switch up. Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, Shell. Super 66. Hey, Echo.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Goff now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
Listen.
Mike 7. Bring it.
Go.
7's a Mike. Guys.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Looking for Woods that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Rip left.
Shell.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Safe.
Good job right there.
Here's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now that's the way to start the 2nd half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check. Out.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Samson Abukum. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Jones on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Go to the 180.
Slam, slam, slam.
Whirling. Here we go.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to
Tavon Austin, he's going to go. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tavon Austin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Safety's creeping.
Tight dog. Never close. Hey, exit.
To throw is gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Reload.
Tempo.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run on 1st down. Drake. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Switch. Jim.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Wilson. look up there. Incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Six guys. Check six guys. Check 26. Check 26.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Rolling to his right. He'll let it fly for Austin. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. I got him. 43 is the mic. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Protein spill.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here's Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well. Been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to go down again. Vic Beasley, his 2nd sack of the night.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Cut. 180.
Get your swerve on. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Value 1. Okay.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 46 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Right back to Drake. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. With 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Drake. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Now Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with Drake. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. A big offensive explosion.